Welcome, guys. This is Mr. 012, Mr. Local, Mr. Vitori. Welcome to SMB, the Sunday market breakdown. This is where we break down the market for the whole week, for the entire week. We make a watch list, we make plans on what we're gonna look at and why we're gonna look at. So now let's look at the DXY, the dollar index. So the dollar index, if you look at it, guys, we can see that we had a funny looking structure, the three touch structure, whereby this is the three touches. We had this as a structure. This is what we call an expanding channel, guys. An expanding channel is a continuation channel from this move. So this it makes whatever it wants to do, then it drops. You understand? So this is an expanding channel. You can Google it, you can search it. This is what we call an expanding channel. So from the get-go, as much as we had an expanding channel, we had some areas that we were looking at. First of all, we had this one. Sorry, we had this one. Then we had another one that was here. Those are really areas that we expected that when the market reaches them, there's high chances that the market will turn, the market will change direction, the market will start going down. But either way, we reach one of them, then the market is busy dropping. So as you guys can clearly see, we're expecting the market to keep dropping. We're expecting the market to keep dropping. We're expecting the market to keep going down. So already, if you can see with the leg that was pushing, we had a very nice flat continuation to continue that we are going down. So the dollar is dropping, the dollar is falling. So one of the areas that I can say you guys must look at is this area. If you look at this area, let me do this. If you look at this area, let me remove this one. Yeah, if you look at this area. There's a chance that this can be a very area the market can be tested and go because this area also fills up this two area, this whole zone. This whole zone has a lot of energy, but chances are the market can return or make something very big here before continuing to the downside as we expected. So watch out for that, watch out for that, watch out for that. So that's our view. We know that the DXY is dropping. So as much as the DXY is still going down, guys, everything will keep on rising. Everything will keep on going higher and higher. So now let's move to the indices. Let's look at the indices. So as much as we move to the indices, the first one to look at is the Nasdaq. Nasdaq from last week, I've been telling you guys that Nasdaq is pushing, is pushing, is pushing, but watch out for this area because why that area? That area it can be a U-turn for the market. Double top, then it drops. But we also still have this area here. We still have it here as another high. Look at this area. So now we need to drop down. We need to drop down to check. Let me do this. We need to drop down to check how it got to this area. So as you can see, the market nicely, peacefully made a spike, rejected, then now it's forming some sort of a continuation to continue to the downside. So for me, I'm not really yet convinced that because if you check here, the break was just a spike. It was just a spike. It didn't really break it. So one thing that I could expect is that I could expect it to keep on pushing like this, then maybe make some sort of something that might look like this. Then with that push to the upside, then expect it from here to drop. Just expect something like this. Watch out for the Nasdaq. So since we are done with the Nasdaq, let's move to the US 30. The US 30, I also said it from last week that the US 30, I told you guys when it was still around here. I told you guys that you know what, one thing that I would look at was the touches here. There was a three touch structure here that I was looking at. I was like, okay, maybe on this touch it might drop back down retest before pushing up, but it broke it massively. So don't forget, this is a value area as well. This is a value area. So as much as it's a value area, if you are thinking of taking uh, cell setups here, be careful because it only spiked there. Let's go to a lower time frame. I want to show you that it was just a spike. So it only spiked to this area, to this value area. So what the market can tend to do is that it can push back down, maybe to this area, from this area, push back to here before the real actual drop to downside to this point, to the downside here. So watch out for that. But for me, because of how the DXY looks, I'm still expecting it to push a bit higher to this point before we can actually expect it to drop. So now let's let's go to the SP 500. Even with the SP 500, from the looks of it, from the daily time frame, we can clearly see that this is a continuation flag. This is a continuation. Here, here it's doing what it's doing because it's this area here. It's this area. So from this area, let's expect it to push a bit higher, retest, come back here, then we are going up. This is the target. Then from the target, expected maybe to drop to this point. That's what you can expect for now from the SP 500, from one of the indices. So now let's push let's push to the German 30. So even the German 30, it is still the same scenario. Just this is a value area. So it has not even yet touched the value area if you look at it. So let me put this thing correct. It does not yet touch the value area if you look at it. So we still have a big momentum for it to push this one, okay? Still have a very big momentum to push. So we are still expecting it to just push higher before the actual drop. So if you want more confirmation, just look at this. This thing has been correct. Just look at it like this. This thing has been just correcting downwards. It has just been correcting downwards like this. So now it broke the structure. It's pushing up. It's going up, 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 up to the 90% of the structure before it can drop. You see. So same movement as this one here. Same movement, same movement. Get to this point, then now push back down. You see. So expect it to do this. So now let's move to the UK 100. With the UK 100, guys, UK 100 is also pushing higher, right? But I want you guys to look at something. Be careful of something. Understand? So this pair is a lovely pair, but I love that I can see the 1 2 3 touch kind of set up for me up here. So if you check it nicely, if you check it nicely, we have 1 2 3 touch kind of forming setup here, whereby it looks legit. You see, nice 1 2 3, then it drops. You see, but now since we have the three crutches, it pushing back up here, it maybe wants to make a double top before it can actually drop. So also watch out for this kind of movement. Maybe it wants to make a double top before it can actually drop. Just be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout. Just watch it and be on the lookout. So now, uh, let's go back to daily time frame. Let's move to gold. Let's look at gold. I love gold. Gold actually has a way much better looking structure. You can see here. We have this here. We have this here. So this is clear. It pushed up, made this. Yes, it can come back for a third touch, then push higher. You can expect that or expect it to break, retest this small area, maybe retest a little bit here, then push higher after the break of this one. That's what you can expect from gold. Just have this in your mind. Yeah, then from there, when it's here, that's when we can expect it to drop. But other than that, that's what we can get from gold. So let's look at, let's go lower and see if there's something there that I can explain. Yeah, same story. Story still the same. Nothing to change here. The reason why it's doing up and down there is because it's here, this area. It's because it's here. There's too much volume here. There's too much thing. So that's why it's acting around here like this. But we know that it can come back, make a set touch here before pushing up, or break, retest this area here at the top, then continue going up. So watch out. However you take it, it's up to you. But just be careful with that. This is SMB. We are just breaking everything down, making sense out of everything. So now let's move to the next one. Moving to the next one is silver. Silver is like a twin brother of gold. They are the same. They move the same. If gold is buying, silver will automatically buy, or will also be buying. So from the looks of things, we can clearly see that no man, this is just a continuation flag, a whole continuation flag from this. It's pushing higher. We're expecting it to continue pushing. The target area is this. This is the target area. This is where we're targeting it to reach, like this. Take take it like I said. So now let's go to the 4 hour and see if we can even break it down a bit further. If you can see now, look at one thing that I showed you in gold. Look, we have this, right? So now, since that it has broken this, it can come reaches this area before pushing a bit higher, then it's gone. Just expect that. It's possible it can be there. Now, that's all. That's all from the watch list. So let me just give you guys a bonus. A bonus is like an extra pair that you guys can look at. Let's go to USD CAD. Yeah, so from the looks of things, let's look at the USD CAD. The USD CAD, you can see now, we expected it to reach this area, but now it's making a correction here. So just you can expect it to continue up to here before the actual drop. Or because of the DXY, it can drop here, reaches this area, then continue dropping to the downside. Easiest stage, because here you see this area is the same height as this one. So this will be like an M style type of entry for it to drop to the downside. Just watch it. Watch it, watch it, watch it. So let's look at another one. Let me take it this to a daily. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Yeah, and also look at the USD JPY. The USD JPY, this is the pair that I like. I think the USD JPY is pretty much awesome. If you look at it from this point here, where it is, it's a very it's at a very good area. If you can take it from here to this point here, your bank balance will look more like your ID. Because if you check the whole thing here, hey, please someone must say this in the comment, your bank balance will look like your ID. Yeah, look at this thing. The whole channel here up to this point. Yeah, so that is a bonus pay. Thank you for watching, guys. This is Mr. 012 signing out. Peace, peace, peace.